Peace, peace, peace. What's good? What's good? Back at you with another video. These are deities that I've got here on the table. Um, I suggest everyone get this book, The Dictionary of Ancient Deities, by Patricia Turner and Charles Russell Coulter. Yeah, Coulter. Good book. And when you get this book and you go to these deities, you'll be able to find the attributes of each deity. So you have Anubis, the dog-head jackal, also named as Anpu. In different pantheons, you have different names. So this is Medusa. Medusa has the snakes coming out of her hair. The snakes also represent serpentine energy, snake-like energy, serpents, which we are the serpents. Also, the locks, the dreads. So when you see the snakes coming out of heads, that's a representative of dreadlocks also. Here, you have Tyre, the hippopotamus god, the mother of creation, which is her belly represents giving birth to civilization. So when you're studying these deities are not to be worshipped. These again are energies that's inside you and that's inside me. So when you're pouring your libations and you call on these deities, these are attributes to you. Here were my mother's deities. So when I was growing up, my mother called these her black dolls. So my mom had a pantheon of deities also in her 30s and 40s. I remember growing up, but I'll always see these dolls, and if you got close to them, she would fucking she'd be ready to axe your ass off. But now I get what she was doing. Again, my mother was looking at her image of herself, which is these black dolls, and she was a nurse. Okay, this one just represents. I just kind of say how my mom grew up. You know, a little boy with his berry basket and just chilling on a hot summer day. Um, if you go back and talk to your relatives, the elders, they'll tell you a little bit something about how they grew up. So I just put two and two together and figured that out. But all of these are attributes. All of these are energies that live inside you. So when I'm calling on these, I'm calling on the force inside me to help me get through my day. I'm not going to pray down to Medusa. I'm not going to pray to Anubis. I'm not going to pray to Tyre. You know what I'm saying? Because the only person that's going to help me is myself. These deities, again, are just formulas to help you get through your day, if so fit, whatever you see fit. You can get any deity, tap into that deity, and become that deity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they make these deities. Again, these deities are not to be worshipped. They're energies and strengths to call on when you need help. So, like for example, right now everybody's talking about, oh, you better get somewhere safe because this election, because people are going to be fighting each other over two slave masters, and people are talking about they're getting their guns, their arsenals, the militias, all that shit. Right here, this is my gun and my militia right here. This is all I need, because when I tap into these deities, I'm going inside, I'm going inner and bringing something out to use for protection. It's like a force shield. It's just like if you have ancestors that died, your grandmother, your grandfather, your mother and dad. In my case, all four of them are gone. But I would strike myself as a star. For every death, I would put a star. And there's been a lot of deaths in my family. So just my mom, my dad, my grandmother, and my grandfather, just for example, I'll be a 4-star general. And so anytime I need assistance and guidance, I will call on them because we're all family. Once upon a time, I was bound down and worshiping these deities, like, like we used to do in church. You used to pray to Jesus. You used to pray to Allah, or whoever your source may be. But I was giving them power, and a lot of fucked up shit was happening to me. And so one day I just said, "You fucking assholes, why are you letting this shit happen to me? Aren't we family?" You know what I'm saying? And me being in the human form, having the human experience, I'm over these deities. So these deities need to work for me. I'm going to say that again. These deities need to work for me. Because we're all family. We're all in a pantheon. And we'll get into some self-deification at another time. But yeah, these are all attributes. These are all energies. My altars are set up, even though I've moved and I have a smaller space now to work with. But still, when I need to call on these niggas, they gonna answer. And when I do call on them, they're there, no doubt.